Hey guys! I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha, and as always, I'm so grateful that you guys are watching my videos, commenting, subscribing, and all that good stuff. And of course, if you guys want to support me further, you can do that on my Patreon site. The link is in the description below, and you can contribute $1 a month, $5 a month, whatever you guys prefer. In this video, I wanted to speak to you guys about cleanliness and how INFJs have this weird thing about dirty, crowded, overcrowded, or messy apartments or places or things like that. You know, whenever I'm traveling, I have to be really cognizant of the fact that I cannot stay in a hostel or in a hotel that's really dirty. So I always do a lot of research and I always watch for the reviews, etc., before I book a hostel. Hostel World is actually really good for that because they have amazing reviews on there, and every single time I've chosen a hostel on there, it's been up to its standard. And so I'm always really careful about choosing the right hotel or hostel I'm staying. Obviously, when I move to Chiang Mai or I live here for a little bit, I make sure that the apartment that I stay in is clean and doesn't have a lot of roaches, things like that. So we have this thing about obviously cleanliness in general, messiness, even though Thailand is can be dirty, parts of it are dirty. In general, Thai people are really clean. Cleanliness is their god. Every morning, if you're walking past the different houses or walking around, you'll see everyone cleaning their homes, cleaning their driveways, using water and everything, watering their plants, just cleaning in general. There's a lot of cleaning that goes on throughout the day as well. And so they are all about cleanliness. And that's one of the reasons why I love Thailand, is because they are a very clean nation in general. Yes, there's garbage in some places, but mostly, at least in Chiang Mai, I find it to be a very clean place. Yes, of course, there are rats roaming around and roaches, but for me, I've gotten used to that at least. But also, I find that the cleanliness level here is much higher than a lot of Asian countries I've been to. Okay, so why does this matter? The problem with INFJs, problem with me specifically, or INFJs in general, is that even though we love cleanliness and even though we like to be organized in our lives, even though we don't like a lot of mess, we don't actually like to clean either. I think it's one of the contradictions of ourselves that really makes me laugh, because I've noticed this in myself for the longest time, and I did not realize that this was a contradiction that was related to being an INFJ. And then I posted something on my Instagram, the Boom Shikha INFJ Instagram, about how INFJs love clean places but don't like to clean. And so many people piped in, so many INFJs piped in saying, yes, I don't like cleaning at all. I'd rather die than clean, etc., etc. And I thought it was so funny. And so I wanted to obviously do a video about it. But what I've actually kind of, how I've hacked that for me is that even though I love cleanliness, I don't like to clean. So as much as possible, I don't make a mess. So even though I'm in my house, I make sure if I do move things around, I'll put them back into the right place right away. So if I'm getting up from my desk and I have an empty bottle on my desk, then I'll take it to the kitchen while I'm walking out. Or if I have some food bowl on the table while I'm eating, I'll make sure that I pick it up and put it in the sink right away, and if possible, wash it as well. So then I don't have to worry about it. I don't have to think about it. And my room and my apartment is constantly cleaned as I go through the day. So I don't have to do like a big cleanup at the end of the day or once a week or whatever. Also, I am lucky enough that I've had the opportunity to have cleaners throughout my life. So obviously when I live in my mom's house, they have a cleaner that comes in. My mom cleaned for the longest time, but until maybe when I was a teenager or something, we started bringing cleaners in because we had enough money at that point. Maybe in my 20s. And then when I moved out on my own, even in Toronto, I had a cleaner. It was this British lady who was down and out on her luck, and I gave her I think $40 or $50, and my apartment was tiny, and it was not dirty, so it took her maybe an hour to clean it, and I would give her $40, $50 to clean it. It was perfect. It worked out really well for me. She'd come once every 2 weeks, and I didn't need to worry about it in the meantime, right? Again, obviously in Thailand it's much easier because labor is obviously cheaper here, but also there's a lot of cleaners. There's a lot of women who are interested, single mothers, a lot of them, who are interested in making extra cash. And I have one coming in right now. She has 4 kids, and she comes in once a week, and I give her 300 baht, which is like the going rate for it, which is nothing, $10, 10 US dollars. And so that's how I do it now. Like, that's how I've hacked it. Of course, this is not possible for everyone. Not everyone has a disposable income for it. In my head, though, because I spend so much time at home and I need it to be clean, this is an investment for me, actually, in my mental sanity. I would rather spend money on getting a cleaner to come in once a week than go out for a meal or go out and do something fancy with my life or buy something for myself. This is actually the money that I'd rather spend because it's so important to me to have a good clean place where I'm in, but also it's so important to me not to clean because I cannot even be bothered with it. It literally is a physical reaction where I'm like, I'm not going to do it. I know I'm not going to do it. So why not I bring someone in? And also because I spend so much time at home. I would say I spend 95% of my time at home. Yes, occasionally I go out. Occasionally, very rarely. But mostly I spend all of my time at home. In fact, even when I go get food from outside, I prefer to take my container, get them to fill up my container with the food, reusable obviously, and then bring it back and eat in my apartment, reading my mangas or doing whatever I want. Rather do that than sit outside somewhere surrounded by people because I just enjoy being by myself. This is my haven. This is my peaceful spot, right? And so if I'm going to spend so much time in there, I need it to be clean and I need it to be organized. The minimal organization I can do myself, obviously. Like mostly my place, whenever you walk in it, no matter what time of day, no matter what's going on, if you want to walk into my place any time of day, any time of night, it's going to be pretty clean. I would say 99% clean, right? Maybe there's a little bit of dust here and there. I don't notice that stuff. But mostly it's really clean. And because as I said, I pick up as I go. I pick up things as I go. I wash dishes as much as possible once a day. I don't have that many dishes. It's mostly just reusable containers that I use to bring in food from Thai food stalls. And that's it, really. Like there's not a lot of stuff also, right? I'm very minimalist, so I don't have a lot of stuff, which means there's not a lot of stuff to organize. My closets and my drawers and all are pretty much empty. So I don't buy as many things. I try as much as possible not to buy more things. So I don't have to organize them. The more stuff you have, the more you have to organize it. The more time you have to spend taking care of it, moving it around, organizing it. I don't want to spend my time doing that. I really don't want to waste my time doing that. I'd rather sit in my bed or on my couch and stare off into space than clean. And so whenever she does come, she comes and it takes her maybe an hour, 20 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes to clean my apartment. So quick. She's also really good. And so she comes in and I'm like typing away doing my work while she's working, and it's perfect because she loves the money. She absolutely loves it because she needs it, and it's good money for her for an hour just to get 300 baht. And I am grateful for it because I don't have to worry about it. Mostly it's just to clean my washroom, right? Mostly it's just like one thing. Mostly the rest of it is pretty much clean, and she's just like, yeah, it's pretty clean, but I'm just gonna rub it off one more time. Or dust it off one more time, things like that. And so I just wanted to really share this with you guys because I thought it was such a weird quirk that we have. And I wish I had known this earlier because I used to feel really guilty about this when I was in my 20s and I first moved out into my apartment. And I was like, all right, cool. So I have my own apartment. So maybe I should learn how to clean it properly, right? And then I Googled it and all that stuff, and I was like, I'm not going to do it. I'm just not going to do it. So I asked a bunch of friends who lived downtown, and I found this lady who cleaned my apartment. And that's it. That was the first of it and the last of it, because I was not going to do it. I am not going to do it. And so why even think about it, right? And so it started from when I was obviously very young. Now, of course, I am privileged. I am lucky. Obviously, living in Thailand is very cheap. Obviously, living in Toronto, I found a really cheap lady as well. And so I was lucky throughout. And also, this is a priority for me. I would rather, as I said, spend 30, 40, 50 bucks on getting a cleaning lady to come in and do that stuff while I work on the stuff I really care about, or just sit around and do my thing rather than clean. I cannot even imagine the effort that I would take because it would just be so much mental trauma or mental stress upon me. I won't even do it. I know I won't. And so I'd rather spend that money. I always put that money aside, and that's my luxury money. That's my treating myself money. It's just my money that I'm like, all right, it's gonna go into cleaning. I don't care. I would rather go without a new piece of cloth. I don't need new clothing anyways. I don't need anything new. I would rather spend this money on getting my apartment cleaned rather than anything else. It is a major, major, major relief for me when my apartment gets cleaned by someone else and I don't have to think about it. Yeah. So that's my thing about it. I used to feel guilty about it, but now I realize I can actually put all that effort, all that, all that stress that I would have instead in just stuff that I really care about. I can do these videos instead while she's cleaning. I don't because she's pretty noisy. She has a vacuum cleaner and all that stuff. But I do my work while she's doing things. I'm doing my blog posts, I'm writing, I'm planning, I'm doing other things, important things, my work things while she's doing that stuff. It takes her an hour and 15 minutes. She's a professional. She does this for a living. She cleans 4 or 5 houses sometimes a day, and she likes it. She does it with a smile, and she enjoys it a lot. And she's appreciative of the business. And so it just makes me so happy because she's doing what she loves to do. I'm doing what I love to do. And there's no guilt on either side, which I absolutely adore. That's the kind of life that I want to lead. So I wanted to share this with you guys. I don't know if you feel guilty about not cleaning or whatever it might be. And so I wanted to share this with you. I know it's a very random topic and not something that people should be worrying about anyways. There are glaciers dying and the earth is dying, etc. But obviously, this is one of the things that bother us. And so I wanted to talk about it. Okay. Hope this makes sense to you. Of course, if you guys want to support me further, if you like my stuff, then you can go on to my Patreon link. The link is in the description below. Or you can also give me just like a one-off donation by going to ko-fi.com/boomshikha. K-O-F-I, coffee.com/boomshikha. And I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.